As the Jags get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. Blankenship out to kick off. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Now, 10-2 stop.
Mike, so don't say nothing. Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4, and it was the visiting Jaguars who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Jacksonville. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Pick it up, defense, let's go. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Forced out to his left. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Open man is Atwell, complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They go play action now. Lawrence sliding out of the pocket, and that'll be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
You're trapped. 53 is the mic. 53. Check 53. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Protein spell. Get.
Now a give, right side. Robinson, 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Colts, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Play action. It's Lawrence. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw complete here to Waller. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Robbie Anderson His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First down, Bridgewater. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. These two teams, they met earlier in the year in Jacksonville with the Jags coming out on top. So a win here in Jacksonville would give them the season series. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On third down, Bridgewater. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now a give to Taylor. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Play fake. Bridgewater. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Dwayne Smoot in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 2nd and 21, a lot of ground to cover. Another try after the first down sack. Bridgewater. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play there on the catch and run.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. Another good carry there for the NFL's 2nd leading rusher, and we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
But I'm just going to tell you point blank, it doesn't matter whether he's 1st or 2nd or even 3rd in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his ball club.
2nd and 4. On the handoff, Taylor. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Throwing, Bridgewater. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Taylor able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Oh, the option to give to Taylor here. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Right now, no questioning the toughness of this Jaguar defense. This is 3rd and goal. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Mo Alley-Cox, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Here's Chris Claybrooks. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
To throw, Bridgewater. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. That's taken it around the 40. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
From the 36, Lawrence. Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Hey, Haywood! 80 weapon.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. This is caught by Robinson. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
218, chop it.
They'll run it now with Robinson. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Yep. 60 outlaw.
Let's go, D. And 58 is the mic.
Greystone, travel.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Bravo.
Here I come again.
A play fake for Robinson. Now Lawrence. He'll look downfield for Waller. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And the Colts are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's 2nd and 10. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Looking for Campbell downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
A good pickup there on first as a screen pass gets them 8.
And some play callers, when they go into games, they don't mind calling a lot of screens, and they don't care what down. They were maybe one block away from really having something there to start this drive. Good job defensively to cut through the blockers and make the tackle on the screen, or that could have gone for maybe 15 or 20 yards.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off at the 33. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. I love plays like that. A defensive lineman holding the football. It's like a kid who stole a cookie from the cookie jar, and then he's just fleeing the scene of the crime.
And all he's doing in his mind, reliving his days when he was young, probably played fullback on his high school team, always wanted to be the tailback carrying the ball, trying his best to lug that bad boy the distance.
Pretty impressive pick there off the screen, and then a nice return.
You know, nowadays, they do more ball drills with the big guys than ever before because they want to take possessions away from the offense.
From the 31, Bridgewater. The toss here completed to Pittman. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Third and short yardage, Bridgewater. And able to connect with Berrios. And out of bounds right around the 20.
They didn't need much. They didn't get much. But what they did get was enough for a first down.
Out to the right and complete to Pittman. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Bridgewater again. And it's caught. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Taylor. Stops short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. Blankenship's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to 12-7. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And he's going to give his guys great starting field position as he dives to the ground to get as much as he can. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. This is taken just shy of the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
On second down now, it's Taylor. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Play action now. Bridgewater. That's caught by his tight end, Kylan Granson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
On first down, Taylor. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 40 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll run with Taylor. A gain of 3, second down.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Bridgewater to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this is going to be no good. He missed it off to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 37.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on it and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Colts pick it up. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Check, check. Break. 2
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. On second down, it's Taylor. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. They run once more with Taylor. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down. They go play action. Bridgewater. And he'll find Pittman. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time.
15's the mic. 15's the mic. I got 15. I'm coming up to you.
Taylor. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. Bridgewater now. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area and he just put it well over his head out of harm's way.
Bridgewater from the gun on third down. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Again, it'll be Taylor. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Mo Alley-Cox with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Colts are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This is Robinson, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Lawrence. That's complete to the former Aggie Jay Sternberger. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Play action. It's Lawrence. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and that will make this a 19-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Off the play. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Open man left side. It's a tight end man Hurts. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down.
We own them. Check nickel.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. That is caught by Anderson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. James Robinson, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score. Oh, and now they're going to fake. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you,
What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hole, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Bridgewater here to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you